Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Welcome to the CAS episode. The first, in my head, the first official episode of Sapphire Cliffs is still a CAS episode, but I feel like it's different because the last videos were prepping and this video is like, I guess also prepping, but to me it's different because we're actually makeovering Sasha this time. So yeah, hi, welcome to Sapphire Cliffs. As a teen, but we are going to shortly move to Rochester as a young adult to start university once we move on a couple episodes in. I just want to introduce myself a little bit because it's been a little bit since I last did that, introduce my channel and stuff. So hi, if you are new to my channel, my name is Max, and I make videos that are kind of a mix of machinimas and gameplay. I also have build mode and CAS, obviously. Not as much build mode, but I'm getting into it a little bit more. I'm also an artist, so I edit my thumbnails, as you can probably tell, very heavily edited. And my commissions are also open for that, and I just want to say that because it's kind of one of my only ways to make money right now, and it's also something that I'm excited about. So if you did see it on here, my link is always in my link tree, which is always in every bio I have. So I post 2 series twice a week normally. I post once a week for both series, so 2 videos. But these transition weeks are normally a little bit different. So the legacies I do are the Rosewood Legacy and the Chromatic Legacy Challenge. I'm now on Gen 2 of both. CLC does tend to be more popular, but I still adore Rosewood Legacy, and I kind of think this generation might be my favorite I've done so far, so we'll see. The previous generation was Horse Ranch with my lovely Sim Griffin. You can watch that or you can start here, it doesn't really matter. And I like to add a lot of representation to my stories, so that's something I kind of do, you know. So I guess I just want to say that. And yeah, I post about 2 to 3 times a week, and it's quite fun, so I'd love for you to join us. So this generation is going to be very differently paced, as well as have a very different theme from the first one. This generation will be 20 episodes almost completely. There's 5 that aren't in uni, but almost completely focused on the uni experience and some other things that also happened during uni. And I'm really excited about that. I haven't played in uni for a good while. So yeah, I'm gonna do a brief summary of Sasha's life before her generation started, so nobody is left behind or doesn't understand, or just a refresher for people who want one. So, Sasha was born as a science baby to her mama Callie and her papa Griffin. Her parents both had somewhat rough upbringings, as her mama was raised by her brother and her papa was a trans boy raised in an overly conservative household. Griffin was taken care of by his live-in nanny, Serafina, a famous author. He was also best friends with Callie since childhood. He ran away from home after Serafina had been kicked out and lost contact with Callie. And this is obviously before Sasha was born, but it's still kind of something I find important to her story. It's not really relevant to bring up for the future, but it is something that I still think it's nice to know Sasha's origin, the origin of her parents' love and stuff. So all this to say that Sasha's parents had loved each other since they were very young, and they wanted to raise her in a good household after they reunited. Sasha was happy in her home, an inquisitive and calm baby. She was always very into books, especially those written by her great godmother Serafina, who they had not reunited with. She actually never met her for a decent part of her childhood. And also the book that her father wrote, which was kind of a spin-off of Serafina's books. But he gave Sasha a personal copy that her father had written annotations in specifically for Sasha. So it's one-of-a-kind copy. She looked through the book almost daily to see what advice her papa had for her. Sasha grew up on her parents' farm and felt quite attached to all the horses, especially the elderly horse Gloria and the unicorn Daisuke. Sasha was always a bit of a perfectionist. She hated messing up. If she didn't know the answer to something, she would have to find out. And she also just tried to ignore any time she did anything wrong. She didn't want anybody to know she did anything wrong, even though she was fine, she was a pretty friendly and sociable child. She had some, like, different ways of interacting with people, but not in a bad way. It was just a little bit different. And she only really had one close friend, which was Leah. I can never get the last name right. Hidalgo. I can never get the Rose Legacy last names right, because in the first generation there was a Bush family, and I keep calling them Boosh, which is very funny now that I think about it, but I'm gonna try to say Hidalgo. Oh my god. Like, just looking at it makes me anxious. I don't know how to say that. Like, you can see it. I'm literally looking at it. I don't know how to, like, I know how to say it. I just can't form that word, so. Of course, it was a good idea for me to choose that last name as Leah's last name, but anyway, Leah is a family friend, the daughter of some of Griffin's close friends. They met as toddlers, and though different, they got along wonderfully. Sasha was always friendly, but Leah kind of shined through in social interactions in ways Sasha couldn't, but she was okay with that because she shined in other ways. Sasha is smart, she's intuitive, and she would always be able to help solve problems. When she was young, she had dyslexia, but through hard work, she learned how to manage it to where it wasn't exactly that much of an issue anymore. Obviously, she loves books, so she tried to never let it stop her, but it was difficult in her former years. While her life was pretty easy and nice in her beginning years, she did experience grief. Griffin had told her stories of her grand godmother, Seraphina, and eventually they did meet. Seraphina and Sasha were quite alike, and they swiftly became close, but when Seraphina did meet her, she was very old, and shortly after their meeting, Seraphina passed in a hospital bed right in front of Sasha and her family. Sasha took this hard, and she didn't really understand why. Obviously, if you're a child, you watch somebody die and it's somebody you vaguely have a pretty, like, close connection to, you're gonna be upset, and you're gonna be all those things, but she didn't really understand that because she's like, well, I barely know this lady. Even though she, like, had this emotional connection to her since before she even met her. But yeah, she experienced that grief, and the concept of death was hard for her to grasp, so she soon started to fear death and all the mysterious ways it took the ones you love. It wasn't very helpful that, like, right afterwards, one of her favorite horses had passed away as well, Gloria. So yeah, it's not like a great deal of story. If you watched my second gen of Lemonade, or sorry, the Chromatic Legacy Challenge versus Lemonade gen, you'll see I had a lot more lore for child Mira. That's okay. Like, I still knew Sasha for a while, and I still love her so much. She has less of a traumatic childhood, and I'm happy for her. I really am. Yeah, so I would talk about the outfits now, but I actually don't remember anything about them, and my recording is way too laggy because I'm currently running it, like, super fast because I take way too long to make Sims. So I just can't tell where I am in the video, but I'm very nervous about this generation because it's hard. It's, like, very hard. It took me 5 days straight to finish making the first episode. And I'm very proud of it, but I can't let that happen again because I don't have the energy, time, or, like, anything to do that. I mean, I haven't done anything that isn't Sims related in literally weeks because I've just been preparing for Sapphire Cliffs. So yeah, I'm nervous about it. I really hope you guys like it. I really hope you'll stick around. That would be fantastic. Also, as you know, in my previous videos and stuff, I've done this thing where I just kind of make machinimas and then I do gameplay, and I'm kind of gonna try to tell some of the story I would normally do in machinimas in my gameplay, because otherwise it's too much work, and I'm gonna try to even them out, to do some machinima, some gameplay, and some kind of mix. Hopefully you'll see what I mean when we get to it. It's a little hard to explain, but you'll see what I mean. So hopefully that will go well. I did it in the first episode, already did it. I think it went okay, even though the footage was insanely hard to edit down because it was 2.5 hours of footage that I had to combine into, like, 20 minutes. And then there's, like, 15 minutes of machinima. I have no idea what it would be like if I didn't combine some of the machinima and gameplay, because if I didn't do that, I would have way too much machinima. I would have cried. I mean, I already did, but rest assured. But anyway, yeah, I really love Sasha. I love her so much. Currently, she's a perfectionist and a bookworm, and she wants to go to uni because I figured I wouldn't give her a teen aspiration. She's only going to be a teen for a day. It's not that big of a deal. I do think in the first couple episodes, I focus on her and Leah as a duo, but once they get into college, they kind of start having their own experiences. So I think they will kind of split up from there, and we'll focus on Sasha a little bit more, but obviously they're still going to stay best friends. Leah's still going to be a very important character. You already saw her in Tuesday's video. I don't know. I keep switching around my schedule because I don't know, actually. I just get anxious and I give myself as much time as possible to do things. It was only supposed to be a 1-week break between the first episode of Sapphire Cliffs and the last episode of Horse Ranch, but I made it. Actually, there wasn't supposed to be any break at all, but I put 2 weeks in between. Just for my own sanity. So I'm sorry about that. We're going to be returning to normal gameplay next week with both Lemonade Gen and the first episode of, I want to call it Horse Ranch. It's not Horse Ranch. It's Sapphire Cliffs. One more thing, because I keep forgetting to bring it up, and I don't remember if I brought it up yet, so I'm just going to bring it up. Sasha is a cis woman, and she's Aroace, and yeah, I just felt like the need to say that because I wanted people to know that, so that people weren't being weird about her relationships. People weren't like, you shouldn't ship, Jesus Christ, ship people with people they aren't interested in any way, shape, or form, because that's weird. So I just want to say she is Aroace, and I really like that. I don't know what I am personally, but I feel like I'm somewhere on the spectrum. And I kind of do wheels. I kind of do random wheels for these, and sometimes I respin if I don't feel like it fits them, but Aroace does fit her a ton. So yeah, that is the deal. The other characters were in my last 2 videos. If you want to watch those, I'd be very happy if you did. And yeah, next week we're gonna be starting our story. So I'm gonna say bye now. Enjoy the music, enjoy the video, and I will be out. So please leave a comment on how you think Sasha looks, because by the way, the thumbnail is stunning. I'm obsessed with it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be gloating, but I'm totally gloating because oh my god, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm gonna say bye now. Bye.